She served as the first woman Secretary of State in American history from 1997 to 2001. Then President Clinton and the then First Lady Hillary Clinton issued a statement writing, "Madeleine's passing is an immense loss to the world in a time when we need the lessons of her life the most. Her legacy," they write, "will live on through everyone who was inspired by her remarkable journey from refugee to Secretary of State, and the many people around the world who are alive and living better lives because of her service." Her family says Dr. Albright died of cancer earlier today. She was 84. NBC's chief foreign affairs correspondent Andrea Mitchell on her life and legacy.
I, Madeleine Albright.
By the time Madeleine Albright became Secretary of State, she had already raised a family and had a full career. But this second act, becoming the country's first female Secretary of State in 1997, was historic.
This is a dream come true, actually a dream I never thought I could have, and I feel great.
Working to shape seminal moments in world history, Albright's immigrant status informed her approach. Born Marie Corbell, the daughter of a Czech diplomat, arrived in the U.S. at age 11 after her parents sought asylum from communism in 1948. She graduated from Wellesley, got a Ph.D. from Columbia, worked for the National Security Council, and advised Democratic presidential candidate Michael Dukakis in 1988. Albright was a professor of international affairs at Georgetown and president of a Washington think tank before being named Bill Clinton's UN ambassador in 1993. As UN ambassador, Albright had argued in favor of early military intervention in Bosnia, butting heads with then Joint Chiefs Chairman Colin Powell over his reluctance to commit U.S. forces to the conflict. In 1997, Albright learned, after spending her life as a Christian, that her grandparents were in fact Jewish and had been victims of the Holocaust. She visited Israel later that year to push the peace process, stopping at Yad Vashem, Israel's Holocaust Museum.
I know I will never forget my visit.
As Secretary of State, Albright was most proud of her work in Kosovo.
Now it's an independent country, and there's a whole generation of little girls whose first name is Madeleine.
She blazed a trail for future chief diplomats.
I have not found that being a woman is a handicap. In fact, I've found it a terrific gender to be.
Albright's passion for pins became part of her diplomatic arsenal. A serpent, a dove, an upside-down bird to honor downed civilian pilots. After leaving the State Department, Albright continued promoting democracy and democratic politics. She supported Hillary Clinton's quest for the White House, famously employing her personal motto as a rallying cry.
There's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
Albright became a vocal critic of President Donald Trump.
I do not call Donald Trump a fascist. I do think, however, he's the least democratic president in modern American history.
Awarded a Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2012, Albright considered herself first and foremost a grateful American. For the news, I'm Andrea Mitchell.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.